likes Blu-rays!
Ahoy hoy! This is SeesTheRedSky, and Red Sky likes Blu-rays. Over the last couple of days, I, as I like to put it, have been through hell and back. I was in the hot Florida sun walking around like an idiot, and I picked up some Blu-rays along the way. Monday and Tuesday, in particular, I picked up a ton of Blu-rays through the Upgrade and Save promotion at Best Buy, and one at a Cash America pawn shop, and that's the one we're going to start with. I picked this up for $5. It's less than $2 a movie. Blu-ray triple feature, The Searchers, The Wild Bunch, and How the West Was Won. I have never seen any of these movies. I've only seen bits and pieces of The Wild Bunch, but I'm really excited, particularly to see The Searchers. That is one I'm really looking forward to. I've heard that it could very well be John Wayne's best movie. That alone is exciting. This one I just watched, I think on Monday, if I'm not mistaken. Well, I better have watched it on Monday, because when else would I have seen it? Young Frankenstein. And I loved it. I adored it. As a Mel Brooks fan, it blew me away that I've never seen this before. It probably just blew you away. And it's a great movie. It's funny, it's hilarious, and everybody, seems like this is moving around in here, needs to see it. And then I picked these two up, and I really wanted to pick up the anthology for these movies, but they weren't there. They were out of stock, so I had to pick them up separately. Alien and Aliens, or as I like to call it, Alienses. Thank you, AVGN. I really like these movies a lot, and I'm really glad to have them on Blu-ray. It's awesome to know that I picked these up for $5, and they're awesome movies, and I finally have something to watch on Halloween, because I really didn't have anything all that scary up until now. Like, I have Ghostbusters and Young Frankenstein, but they're not scary movies, really. Okay, so yesterday, which was Tuesday, I picked up some more Blu-rays through the Best Buy Upgrade and Save promotion. I picked this one up after I came back to the store for a second time, which I'll explain why in a minute. And it outs me as a wrestling fan, CM Punk best in the world. It's an awesome documentary. This has an awesome documentary, and I definitely recommend it. It is a great... WWE is pretty much known for doing great wrestling documentaries, but this one is fantastic. This one is particularly great, and I recommend it to any wrestling fan. It's a must-own. And then this next one is a movie I haven't really seen since I was younger, and I've tried to watch it since. Hasn't happened. I hope it'll happen now. I finally got it on Blu-ray. The Great Mouse Detective, or as the edition that it says here, the Mystery in the Mist edition. And I don't even care how it looks. I've heard some bad things about the picture quality of this movie. I don't care. I just want to see the movie. I haven't seen it in so long that the picture quality really shouldn't matter all that much. Now we'll get to the fun part. This movie caused me a lot of trouble at Best Buy yesterday. And let me tell you what happened. Or as I like to say, it's time for a story. It's story time. Let's get to it. I got to Best Buy Tuesday morning before they opened. I was one of the first people in line. I went in and I picked up 3 movies. I picked up The Great Mouse Detective, the movie I'm about to talk about, and another movie I'll talk about in a minute. The other two movies, they were fine, went off without a hitch. This one proved to be a big problem, and I am talking about the 3D version of Prometheus. Let me explain what happened, okay? So I went in and we tried to get this one ringed up, but the Best Buy computer did not recognize this as part of the Upgrade and Save collection, if you will. They said that it didn't count because it was 3D. Well, I could have done 2 things and didn't do them. I could have picked up another 3D and brought it over and asked her to scan it and see if it would work toward it. Or I could have went and picked up the ad and pointed to the $19.99 price point for it, which meant that it was available as an Upgrade and Save option. But instead, I decided to be a little wimp and pick up the 2D version instead of the 3D version. Well, I got home, And I checked out online forums and checked out Best Buy's ad for my local Best Buy. And as it turns out, I was right the first time. It was available as part of the Upgrade and Save promotion. So I went back in with my 2D version and picked up the 3D version, picked up an ad, opened the ad, and pointed to the area where it says that Prometheus 3D was part of the Upgrade and Save promotion. So $5 later, finally picked this up, and I wouldn't have made such a big deal about it, but there's two things. Number one, it's 3D. And I'm building a 3D collection. That's kind of going to be my niche, if you will. That's going to be my niche, that I pick up 3D versions of movies. And especially this one, because I've heard that the 3D on this movie is fantastic. I've never seen it, so it'll be a first-time experience for me seeing this movie. But there's also a bonus disc with a 3.5-hour documentary that is only available on this set. I had to get it. Okay? I had to. And finally, I have been looking forward to this release since it was announced. It is one of my most anticipated Blu-rays of the year, and it's for a movie I didn't really care about all that much. And I kept going back and forth on which version I wanted to get. And I could have gotten the other version for $9.99. But I decided, screw it, it's a special occasion. I'm gonna pick up the digibook version of E.T. the Extraterrestrial. And I wasn't even that big of a fan of this movie, okay? And yet I was still very much excited to see this. I don't know. This movie just never really stuck with me for the longest time. And it's kind of like, I would say it's almost kind of like Titanic. I don't like Titanic. I really wanted to pick up the 3D version of Titanic, though, if only because I've heard the 3D version of Titanic is stunning. But I just don't like that movie. If I can get it for like $10, hey, awesome. Or next week, I'm hoping and praying that I can get a $10 Best Buy Reward Zone certificate, because I want to get Avatar for less than $10. I don't want to justify paying $20 for that movie. But anyway, I popped in the movie last night, and I had a blast. I really did. I probably enjoyed this movie more than I have ever. Ever. The quality of the movie, the picture quality, is fantastic. It's the best it has ever and probably will ever look. And it's just gorgeous. The whole thing. The packaging is gorgeous. The movie itself looks gorgeous. And the movie, and honestly, even beyond the visuals, I'm blown away by how much I just simply enjoyed this movie. I have never enjoyed this movie as much as I did when I watched it last night. And I'm probably going to watch it again soon. I enjoyed it that much. I really enjoyed it that much. Unbelievable. Anyway, that is my update for the last couple of days. Most of it was Best Buy Upgrade and Save related. And maybe next week I'll be doing more. And maybe by this time next week I'll have Avatar 3D. We'll see. But anyway, my name is Red Sky, and as well as SeesTheRedSky. He likes Blu-rays, and I'm bidding you all adieu from Blu-ray Nation.